makers, today I'm going to talk to you about a brand new product from Whimsy Stamps, and that is these NoFuss instant masks. You get 4 sheets of repositional masks that coordinate with different Whimsy Stamps stamp sets. So this takes all of the fussy cutting and all of that prep out of stamping for you. So you can stamp multiple images on a card very quickly just by using these NoFuss instant masks. I'm telling you, it's creative convenience taken to a whole new level by Whimsy Stamps. Now, I know that earlier in the season, I made a Got Peepers card. In fact, it was my first one for the Halloweeners design team, but I was sent this set of NoFuss instant masks that go with this stamp set. So I'm going to get to make another card with these darling little cats. And so let's go ahead and get started making, and I can't wait to show you how these work. As you saw, I went ahead and stamped all of the kitties. I stamped the little trick-or-treat pail and the moon and the clouds up here. And then I cut the piece out of the largest, I think this is the Wavy pierced rectangle set, and left all of the masks on. So now I have colored this with distress inks, and I have broken china in the center. I have a lot of Uncharted Mariner that I started around the outside and worked my way in. And then I went back over it on the very edges with some chipped sapphire. And so that's what made the blues on here. And now I am going to unmask, and that is one of my favorite parts. Here's how it turned out. And so I thought I would talk really quickly about what I think about the masks. I really like how much adhesive there is on them, so they did not move at all once I stuck them down. And I wasn't super careful up here. I'm not the best at masking. So the little spaces where I'm off is all on me. But I'll work that out, don't worry. Now, you can see that nothing bled through, and I used a dark ink and I went over it. You saw me going over it with my blending tool, and I was really working in the ink all throughout, and none of it went through or transferred through at all. So I think this looks great. And even the archival didn't transfer through when I stamped really darkly on the masking. It did not transfer through to the image underneath. So all of that is good. So it didn't allow any bleeding or transferring. It also didn't allow anything to get under. And like I said, I was really working with the ink, and it didn't go under. So these masks did a great job. Now, it does not have a mask for the sentiments or anything like that, which is fine, but I did want to point out there's this funny little shape right here, and just in case you weren't quite sure what that was, it is the body of the spider. So you could even make a little brown spider if you didn't want it black, and you could mask that. Okay, so that's what all those are. All right, so stay tuned. I'm going to finish this up, and you'll see how quickly this card came together with the NoFuss Instant Masks. Really a time saver. Sorry, my battery died in the middle of me coloring. I used Distress watercolor crayons and a water brush, and I just colored in the parts that I wanted in the colors that I wanted. So the eyes are the crushed olive, used a little bit of, I think it's, I don't remember all the colors, but there aren't too many to choose from. Spice marmalade and crackling campfire. Used a little warm honey and fossilized amber for the eyes on the jack-o'-lantern, and mustard seed for the yellow, a little crushed olive in the candy. Used some villainous potion and some seedless preserves, a little more spice marmalade, and some mustard seed up in there to color all the candies. Mustard seed and fossilized amber on the moon, and then this was hickory smoke. Oh no, sorry, this was ice spruce for the clouds, and the ears are tattered rose. And that's pretty much it as far as colors go for coloring this in. You, of course, choose whatever you have and whatever you want. I know there are amazing Copic colorers and things like that, but that's not me. I am very much just simple Distress watercolor, either with the Distress inks, Distress oxides, or now I absolutely love the Distress crayons. So that's what I reached for. All right, now last year I made a bunch of card backs for a few cards that I was making, and I had some left over and I just saved them. And I thought, you know, this is a super easy, quick card with the NoFuss Instant Masks, and so why not make it even easier and just use a back that I already have. And so the orange from the Whimsy Stamps, I'm trying to remember, I'll put the name of this stamp below here. It's one of the Plaids, and it's kind of some wavy drawn lines. It's a really cool look. All I did was to ink up the stamp with various Distress archival inks in oranges and yellows, and then stamped it, and that's it. So you can see that the back is kind of a mess, but that's okay. I really love the way the front looks, and I can always put something on the back if I feel like I need to. All right, so I'm just basically going to attach this here, and all I need is a sentiment. I just need a little sentiment, and so this corner is fairly empty. I grabbed the Shaker Maker banner die set from Whimsy, and the smallest frame on the Shaker Maker set cuts out the inside, and I'm gonna just use this inside piece. It's small enough, and it can just go right there like that, and it will fit Trick or Treat just perfectly, stamped on there, and then we'll be finished with this simple card thanks to our NoFuss masks. Here you go, the finished product. And I do have to say, these NoFuss instant masks really were a huge time saver, so they are well worth it. They are $5.99. As I've said, you get 4 sheets in the pack, and they cover all of the shapes that are on the Got Peepers stamp set. This one that I have, they have masks for lots of different of their stamp sets, so definitely follow the link that I have in the description for this video or on my blog at playswellwithpaper.blogspot.com, and it will take you over to the NoFuss instant masks, so you can see which stamp sets do have masks. And I really hope that you give these a try, because I enjoyed them. I thought they were, you know, like I said, a huge time saver, and I just love that I didn't have to fussy cut the masks out, and that they stayed put. I really liked that. The adhesive level you know, was wonderful in that they stayed put. So anyway, here's the little card, and I hope you like it too. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you have a very creative day.